If you were suddenly dropped 6,000 meters beneath the ocean's surface, you would not drown first. You would be erased. The pressure would crush your lungs flat, shatter your bones, and squeeze your body into a shape it was never meant to take. Light would vanish, sound would warp, and in that blackness, older than memory, something would be watching you. Not a shark, not a whale, but creatures so distorted, so unfamiliar, they look less like animals and more like mistakes or visitors from another world. Glass-like eyes, transparent skin, jaws that unhinge beyond geometry. These are not accidents of nature. They are survivors of a realm that ruled the planet long before humans ever mattered. Down here, evolution did not favor beauty. It favored endurance, efficiency, and a kind of primordial fear that has never left the Earth. So why do deep-sea animals look like aliens? Why do they defy everything we think life should look like? And more unsettling still, what kind of world creates creatures like these and keeps them alive? To understand the deep sea, you must first understand scale. The deepest parts of the ocean are nearly 11 kilometers down, deeper than Mount Everest is tall. If Mount Everest were dropped into the Mariana Trench, its peak would still be submerged beneath more than a kilometer of water. At these depths, pressure exceeds 1,100 atmospheres. That's the equivalent of parking 50 jumbo jets on top of your chest. No sunlight reaches this world, not a photon. Temperatures hover near freezing. Food is so scarce that months, sometimes years, pass between meals. And yet life thrives, but not like life on the surface. Here, evolution abandoned familiar rules. Symmetry breaks down, flesh becomes gelatinous, skeletons thin or vanish entirely, organs grow oversized, distorted, or strangely misplaced. These creatures are not weak. They are perfectly tuned to an environment that would annihilate anything else. And that's not even the terrifying part. The terrifying part is this. Many of these alien traits are not ancient, they are ongoing. Evolution is still experimenting, right now, in total darkness. To grasp why deep-sea animals look the way they do, we must travel backward, not just in space, but in time. Early Earth was a violent place. Oxygen levels fluctuated wildly. Asteroid impacts reshaped oceans. Volcanic eruptions poisoned skies. Life was forced into constant adaptation or extinction. And the deep ocean became a refuge. Down there, protected from surface cataclysms, evolution ran long, uninterrupted experiments. While surface animals adapted to light, speed, and predators, deep-sea organisms adapted to absence, of light, of food, of certainty. Nature was experimenting. And this was the result. Biologically, these creatures are built on a radically different blueprint. Low-energy bodies to survive famine. Flexible tissues that don't collapse under pressure. Extreme sensory specialization to detect life in total darkness. Some species slowed their metabolism to a crawl, living for decades or even centuries. Others developed bizarre anatomical shortcuts, oversized mouths to eat anything, expandable stomachs to store it, and organs that glow in the dark. This architecture isn't monstrous. It's logical. In a world where meals are rare, you cannot afford to miss one. In a world without light, you must manufacture your own. And so evolution didn't ask, does this look normal? It asked only one question. Will this survive? When fear enters the deep sea, it doesn't come screaming. It drifts. Take the anglerfish. Its body is soft, weak-looking, almost pathetic, but dangling from its head is a bioluminescent lure powered by symbiotic bacteria. It pulses with living light, hypnotic in the darkness. Prey approach. Curiosity overrides caution. And then, the mouth opens. The jaws extend outward like a trapdoor, teeth angled inward so escape is impossible. Victims are swallowed whole, often still alive, compressed into a stomach that can stretch far beyond the anglerfish's original size. This is not hunting. This is weaponized patience. Then there's the gulper eel, a creature with a mouth so large it can swallow prey bigger than itself. Its jaw opens like a biological parachute, creating suction strong enough to pull victims inward. Or the viperfish, armed with needle-like teeth so long they curve back toward its eyes. Teeth so sharp they can puncture pressure-resistant diving equipment. And perhaps most disturbing of all, the female anglerfish's reproduction. When a tiny male finds a female, he bites into her flesh and never lets go. Over time, his body fuses with hers, his organs dissolve, his identity vanishes. He becomes nothing more than a living, reproductive appendage. This is not cruelty. This is efficiency taken to its logical extreme. In the deep sea, every gram of energy matters. Every mistake is fatal. Every adaptation is sharpened into a tool. These creatures are not horror stories. They are biological weapons forged by scarcity. Imagine for a moment that one of these creatures didn't stay where it belongs. Picture a deep-sea predator, adapted to darkness, pressure, and silence, suddenly released into a modern city at night. Streetlights would be blinding. Sound would be overwhelming. Pressure would vanish. Most deep-sea animals would die quickly. But not all. Some rely less on pressure and more on sensory dominance, motion detection, electrical fields, chemical traces. In darkness, they would move unseen. Their soft bodies would slip through spaces rigid predators cannot. Their jaws would not hesitate. The real horror isn't that they'd conquer the surface. It's that we would never see them coming. Because these creatures evolved not to chase, but to wait. And waiting is an unfair advantage. For decades, scientists believed deep-sea animals were slow, primitive, and barely hanging on. They were wrong. Recent deep submergence studies have revealed something unsettling. Many deep-sea species are far more active and capable than previously believed. High-speed cameras have captured deep-sea fish lunging with explosive bursts of motion. Advanced sensory organs allow them to detect vibrations from meters away. Some species demonstrate complex decision-making, choosing when to strike and when to conserve energy. Even their alien appearance had been misunderstood. Those oversized eyes, they're not grotesque, they're optimized. That transparent skin, it reduces visibility in bioluminescent environments. Those distorted bodies, their pressure-resistant designs refined over millions of years. These creatures are not evolutionary leftovers. They are specialists, and in their environment, they outperform nearly everything else alive. The deep sea is not a graveyard of failed experiments. It is a proving ground. Many deep-sea lineages have survived multiple mass extinctions. Asteroids fell, oceans acidified, surface ecosystems collapsed, and still they endured. When deep-sea species vanish, it is not because they were weak. It is because the world itself changed too much even for them. But hear the haunting truth. The conditions that created these alien forms, darkness, pressure, scarcity, still exist. Right now, below us, nature has made it worse before. It has hidden them in silence, and it will do it again. Welcome to MEGABEAST ARCHIVES, where the planet remembers what we try to forget. Subscribe and descend deeper.